making Saturn. As y'all can see, it is the Earth and the Moon. But this is where the war started, because Saturn went back to the Earth to create, which is next creations with Jupiter and Venus. So no, Jupiter came out with the Earth and the Moon, powered by the Moon, but Venus came out with Earth and the Sun, powered by the Sun. And this was never supposed to happen. So Venus and Jupiter create another planet, which is Mercury, duality. This is why the Sun and the Moon is actually balanced on top of Earth. It's their closest image to man, the original stars of Earth, the real sons of God. So Uranus and Neptune is separated by a belt of stars. So this is why they run the United Nations. The UN really mean Uranus and Neptune. If you look closely, obviously that's the flat Earth map. You look a little closer, you'll see them leaves are actually a pitchfork. They're a symbol. Not only that, do you think that grid over the map means nothing? It's the covenants of Azazel, the other group they split into, because of the fixed stars. They say Saturn runs his world because he's on the outer belt with inside the fixed stars. As I mentioned several times before, this is Jacob's Ladder and the Tower of Babel. This is how we're really positioned. Venus and Mercury is trying to ascend to heaven, while Jupiter and Saturn is trying to ascend out of these fixed stars with the UN. So stick with me now. You have the 7 reptile planets. We have 7 chakras. We have 7 continents. We have 7 races, all mixed with each other, that created bodies that allowed the fallen angels to come down and possess.
The fallen angels are angels expelled from heaven. Notice how the way they describe 2 different angels. One was cast out and the other one sinned. And these particular angels tempted humans to sin. As y'all can see, the fallen angels are the sons of God. As I said before, the Elohim and man are the sons of God. But man is the image of God. The Elohim sinned by having a war with God in heaven, along with tempting other entities on helping with that war. Man was cast down because we fell in frequency during the war. In this dimension, this means we died in the war in heaven. This is why they created the straw man and corporations, because they are considered dead entities. We are in the middle ground, below heaven, but above the underworld. This is how we're able to make negative or positive choices, which is the frequency you decide to choose over your lifetime. Under the law of free will in this area, that shouldn't even exist, because our God didn't make it. When y'all hear me continuously mention that we fell in frequency during this war, this is what they mean. We are fallen. We are the fallen angels. We are the first temple, which is the vessels we was put in when we sent down here. Meaning we still have the DNA, which is memory sticks of all of existence. This is why they experimented on us. The second temple is creations from the fallen angels, such as the giants you hear about. Notice how the way they say human women and fallen angels as if they are 2 different entities. It's because we are. Obviously, you know, men and women are completely different physically, but we are also mentally. And this is by design, because we are also the Nephilim, which is a wide range of bodies they created. This is how you're able to choose your frequency. Once again, under the law of free will. But the thing here is, woman has a larger lizard and mammal brain compared to a human brain. This is why women are more emotional and men are more logical. The thing about this is, you can work on making your brain stronger on either side. This is why they work so hard on keeping the father out of the picture. Because it removes logic, which is God's voice that leads to peace and order to all, no matter how he's feeling. So without that, somebody is controlling their emotions. And this modern day is TV, social media, and we know who controls that. This is why things are so negative, because they created these bodies and they're steering our frequencies. Alright, back to this. Alright, so you see the destroyed bodies, the souls that survive, it still roams Earth as demons. And as I told y'all before, demons are parasites. It's their punishment to get demoted back to 2D. So things that only have a soul always have to exist physically, while we have a spirit, so we don't have to exist physically. Now I want y'all to notice how the way they say the sins of the fallen angels occurred before human history.
And they mean Elohim, the war against God in heaven, which caused us to fall into their territory, which eventually led to us mating with them because of their ability to shapeshift. They say there's 2 verses in the Quran that possibly may support the fallen angels. So 1649, they say all living creatures, meaning from all planets and all angels in the heavens and on earth, were bound to the bodies. And 666, out of all numbers, guard yourself against kindred, against fire, whose fuel is human beings and stones. That kind of clearly says their fuel is human beings. Stones can be elements, which we are also. And we all should know this is the real reason racism exists, because we are the original fallen angels. So just take a wild guess at who the GOAT could be. It's also light bearer, male as in duality. But what's on the lap, though, is the problem. Obviously, we know what the two snakes mean. The wings for the Elohim, and the hot sauce to alter our genetics to make their type of race. And how they end up doing it was this: Ouroboros, the infinity sign. So I explained to everybody before that men is a positive energy and women is a negative energy. When we create, it's like an explosion and another star is formed. But every time we have a baby, right, our energy is split, creating other timelines, which makes it hard to collapse the matrix this whole time. But just take a wild guess at how they did this with the bodies. Like I said, they split our energy when we were sitting down here. Now, what does that look like on a woman? And the tail goes in. They got us trapping ourselves on all types of levels.
Do they not tell us that they got things from the Dead Sea Scrolls and then they made their version of the Holy Bible? All right, that's what they taught us, right? But I'm here today to decode that this is all bullshit and fuckery, all right? Bullshit and fuckery, all right? Because we finna find out who King James was. Who was King James? There we go. I want you to pay attention to his pigmentation too. Keep in mind that this is King James, who the first original Holy Bible that was given to the slaves was given to. They say King James, all right? And he used 100 plus other scholars to write this Bible, all right? Facts, all right? He used 100 plus other scholars to write this Bible, along with Francis Bacon being one of them, all right? Now, let's find out who King James was. Because let's see who they say he was, and then I'm going to tell y'all who he really was. All right? So, let's see. Who was King James? Because too many of our black people suffer from this religious spell and this history spell, and we got to break free from that. Who was King James? Ain't no... Oh, yeah, I'm going to get on it. Who was King James? Who was King James? All right? Because this history spell and this religious spell has us all fucked up. All right? Fucked us all the way up because we cannot even connect to the spiritual source around us. All right, because we are giving into this false idolatry and praising false gods. All right, let's go. Let's see who they say he was. Flip it around. All right, if y'all can't see, bear with me. All right, I'm gonna read it out loud. King James, born June 19, 1566 to March 27, 1625. He was the king of Scotland. All right, and the king of England and Ireland, from the union of the Scottish and English crowns that was formed on March 24th. So they had a union, okay? The kingdom of Scotland and England had a union, all right? Now, they tell you King James was the son of Mary, all right? In 1603, he succeeded the last two, the monarch of England and Ireland, and Elizabeth, who died childless. He continued to reign, yes, Elizabeth, if you're thinking about the Queen Elizabeth, that name, how they call, yeah, that same Elizabeth family, yep, same family, same people. Reptilian shapeshifter, okay? One of the first reptilian shapeshifters, all right? These are the same people that run the world to this day. But let's keep going. King James, he continued to reign in all three kingdoms for 22 years. All right, well, if they going to talk about him, listen, I'm going to let y'all read all that because I just want to get on his ass real quick, man. All right? I want to get on his ass. All right? I don't want to. If you want to learn more about him, all this shit is right here for you to look on your own on Wikipedia about who King James was. All right? But I'm going to tell you who he was because I'm ready to get on his ass real quick. And everything that I'm telling y'all, Wikipedia is not going to tell y'all because I'm going to tell y'all the facts, the esoterical and cosmic facts, all right, about who this bitch ass nigga was that they put on this Bible. All right, that was King James. There you go. Who was King James? King James was a homosexual, all right? He owned slaves, all right? He was one of the first people to author the celebration of the pagan holiday, which we now call Christmas, where men would give gifts to each other, have sex with each other, and beat their wives. King James, okay? King James also was a pedagogue as well as a pedophile. So he molested children and he also ate kids. Facts. King James. Okay. King James also is the reason why the first settlement, history and religion tied together. King James is also the reason why the first settlement over in the country is named Jamestown up in New York. All right. First settlement, Jamestown, after King James. Okay. So now you have to ask yourself this, people. All right. Also, we see that he was Caucasian, and we know that these Caucasian Spanish conquistadors was killing us. Okay. So ask yourself this, people. Why would they name a book, all right, a holy book, after somebody that did such atrocities? I repeat, why would they name a book that's supposed to be so motherfucking holy, yet it consists of all type of orgies and shit that be going on in this book after, and contradictions, after somebody who owned slaves, was a pedophile, a pedagogue, a rapist, ate children, molested children, all right, invented Christmas basically, all right, and definitely had no respect for women. Who the fuck you think told them to write in the book that Eve is the reason for all the